If you think it's cold now, just wait. Those temperatures are still falling.
We have Team 11 coverage of the bitter cold. I'm talking to Pittsburgh schools about how they're making their decision about whether to have class.
This dangerous cold is shattering records.
I'm tracking when and where wind chills will hit 20 to 25 below.
And the resources right now for people struggling to stay warm.
Want to know how cold it is? Look at this remarkable video this morning of a truck just encased in ice. It's all because of a water main break in Pittsburgh's Brighton Heights neighborhood. And this morning, barriers are up and that road is still shut down.
Yeah, Channel 11's Jennifer Tomazik is live in Brighton Heights in the middle of this icy mess. And Jen, we're watching the clock right now. 5 a.m. is come and gone and still no repairs.
Yeah, it's looking like those repairs are probably not going to happen until later today.
-8 degrees right now in Pittsburgh, -13 in Washington.
This is your temperature change from 24 hours ago.
Winter storm warning through 10 o'clock tonight.
The core of this Arctic blast is now really starting to set in.
Wind chills down in that 19-20 degree below zero range. Frostbite can occur within about 30 minutes.
We're in the single digits now across the area, but it still feels below zero everywhere here across western Pennsylvania.
Let me show you what that means. The wind is going to shift around and we're in for a reinforcing push of colder air. And it's really going to get cold tomorrow night and on into Monday.
We hit a record cold high today. This is a new record low temperature into tomorrow morning, and we're not done yet. 4 below the numbers north, and it's not just the air temperature, it's the wind chill. Now, wind chill temperature back down now from 12 below last hour to 16 below, and that's going to be the deal overnight tonight. The wind is going to relax a little bit, but the air temperature will go so cold, even a little bit of wind is going to make it dangerously cold tomorrow morning.
The city is frozen solid. Already, we've seen wind chills dipping well into the negatives, and we haven't even hit bottom yet. That's why we're keeping the current wind chill on your screen. And in the last hour, that bitter cold has already forced Pittsburgh public schools to close again tomorrow, along with several others.
This is your forecast. Here is the timeline, and we are into that dangerous level, 16 below by 10 o'clock tonight. And as you head out the door tomorrow morning, 19 to 20 below with some gradual moderation. But I'm not seeing the temperature coming up into the teens below zero until, or the low teens below zero until sometime mid-morning. And that's why a lot of the schools are just choosing to cancel.
A number of schools, including Pittsburgh, have already made that very early call to cancel classes for tomorrow. Superintendents we talked to say this is never an easy decision to make. Kids in Avonworth were among the relatively few in the area to have school today with dangerously low temperatures and wind chills. The superintendent decided a 2-hour delay this morning was all that was necessary.
We understand that coming in on a school day when other districts have canceled is not necessarily enjoyable.
The last time the temperature was above freezing, I know it seems like forever, was more than a week ago. That's February 12th. And you can see the ice building there. We checked with the Army Corps of Engineers today to see how that's affecting river traffic. They say barges have to go through locks in smaller groupings. Some of the lock equipment is freezing up as well, not surprisingly. But so far, they have been able to work through it.
Richard Moran isn't going anywhere anytime soon. He and his wife's car is stuck in ice inches deep in front of their home on Chautauqua Street.
Chopper 11 was overhead just after this happened. We saw crews checking things out. The cables prevent that bridge from swaying, and they tighten up whenever the temperatures drop. Investigators believe that is what caused it to snap.
Last Saturday's storm caused some big problems on the road. You may remember this. You may have been caught in it. The snow fell fast, and drivers were frustrated because of the conditions on the roads.
Many locations are going to see 4 inches of snow. There you can see most of it front-loaded into the early part of the day here. By 4 in the afternoon, I think we can start to turn the coverage back, not necessarily off, but back. Then we'll turn it way down.
Winter weather is making another mess.
Snow and freezing rain. I'm tracking the changing conditions and when temperatures will tumble again.
There's no need to be out. Stay home.
Channel 11 is checking with road crews and hitting the road to bring you the latest conditions.
Now, Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
We're enduring another dose of winter weather, from snow-covered roads in Fayette County to slick side streets in Pittsburgh. It's another messy weekend. And here's a live look at Pittsburgh from our tower camera. Low clouds are hanging over the city as darkness begins to set in. We're in 11 alert mode, meaning you'll see the latest closings at the bottom of your screen. We have severe weather team 11 coverage, including our live traffic tracker. But first, let's get the latest from meteorologist Kevin Benson. Kevin.
Yes, take a look at Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. You can start to see the back edge of the snow here coming into central Ohio. So a few more hours of a mix of precipitation. Green is rain. We've warmed up enough to have some rain move into the picture. We mentioned warmer air would move in, but keep in mind that the ground is cold and there can be rain freezing on contact. I noticed a slushy accumulation on my way into the station this evening. You probably did too. So for a time here for the next few hours, there can be a bit of light snow and a bit of light rain, maybe a little bit of both, and slick driving conditions not out of the question. There you can see winter storm warning through 10 o'clock tonight.
Now let's head out to Channel 11's Jennifer Barrasso. She's learned more about the city's strategy to tackle the snow. Jennifer.
That's right, Damani. Well, the snowstorm started at 6 in the morning and right now it is raining. Take a look at what people walking through this are dealing with. It's a lot of slush here. Now, the city of Pittsburgh says this is a 24-hour job. They are in plow mode right now. They will be on salt mode, and they are ready to clean up those streets.
If there's no need to be out, stay home, watch a movie, watch your news, read a book.
After a week of brutally cold temperatures, Mother Nature packed yet another punch with another round of snow. In downtown Pittsburgh, workers at the BMY Mellon building cleaned up sidewalks as fast as they could.
DOT has dropped the speed limit to 45 miles per hour on local highways, and side streets are also a concern. Now let's go live to Channel 11's Dave Bondi in Pittsburgh's Perry North neighborhood. He's getting a first-hand look at the roads in the Channel 11 traffic tracker. Dave.
We're on Perrysville Avenue in Perry North, and you're taking a look live right now at the roads, and they're pretty treacherous out here. The city crews, to give them credit, they have been through here, it looks like, but the snow has been continuing to fall throughout the day, and within the last half hour, the snow has picked up quite a bit. Really big, heavy flakes. Earlier, we had some fog, but that has dissipated. Now we have the wind blowing the snow. We've been watching as the people have been shoveling their way out all day. The snow has been falling. So far, it looks like people are doing the common sense thing. They're going a little slower. They're taking precaution when they come up to the hills. So far, everything good out here on the roadways. You're looking live right now. We have a city bus right there as we go up this hill. But it's tough for the city crews because they constantly are having to salt and plow the roads because the snow has not stopped all day here in the city of Pittsburgh. We will be out on the roads throughout the evening, giving you the very latest updates, also on Twitter and on Facebook. Reporting live in Perry North, Dave Bondi, Channel 11 News.
And we'll check in with Traffic Tracker again in a few minutes. Meantime, roads didn't look so bad in Butler County. This was around 12:30 this afternoon along I-79 near Evans City. There was some snow on the road, but traffic was moving pretty steadily. And this is how it looked this afternoon in Westmoreland County. One man took matters into his own hands and used a bobcat to clear some snow in our area. Now, our photographer was also saw a PennDOT truck plowing I-70 in Youngwood. And stay with Channel 11 for continuing weather coverage. Kevin will be back in just a few minutes, and be sure to download the Severe Weather Team 11 app. It's free in the app.
Now, Channel 11 News starts with Severe Weather Team 11 coverage.
Good evening, everyone. You know it, record cold today, and the temperatures still frigid enough to have the streets frozen solid. Look at that right there. A live look at Forbes Avenue, where we've seen cars encased in ice, literally frozen to the ground.
Your Severe Weather Team 11 forecast.
In the record books again, 9 below was the temperature as you hit the door early this morning. 18 below. 18 below was the actual air temperature up around Butler. Many areas coming in much colder than that. And I'll be updating my PXI Facebook page, and I'll show you some of those outlying areas where the temperatures dropped well into the 20s below zero. Nice recovery as we talked about, but that was a record this morning. 9 below doing a number on the old record of 2 below. And look at the date. 1914 was the old record low temperature for this morning, so very cold air. 26 the number at Pittsburgh International, near freezing in Greensburg, at least looking optimistically. Wind chill's not nearly as bad either. We're in the teens, and it's not going to be as cold overnight tonight. As you hit the door early for your morning commute, it will be 18 degrees. There will be some scattered flurries or snow showers. Just a couple of slick spots possible, and in just a couple of minutes I'll update the storm tracker maps and show you where there could be a few slick spots. But the optimism continues tomorrow. We're back in the low to mid 20s for high temperatures. Still a far cry from our average high, but at least we're in positive territory.